Hey guys, Lord Naren, White here, the Holy Ghost, the one true God. Back with you with the next video in my Baldur's Gate 3 playthrough, today continuing Baldur's Gate 3.
Hang around too
Picking
long.
back up where we left off from last week, where since returning from Moonrise, I sold everything, and now we have a clean inventory. I haven't long rested yet, but we'll go ahead and talk with Wolbrin to turn in the quests first, and then we'll return to camp after. So let's begin.
Roland!
Oh, thank the gods.
Oh, you made it. Well done.
Any problems sailing here?
Steering a boat is hardly a challenge. And this place is near a beacon in the darkness. Now, was there something else?
Well, we could say you're not going to thank me for saving your life, but we won't say that. Or we could say I deserve payment, if not for me you'd be dead. Or we could say I'll leave you to your own devices. Or we could say what will you do when you get out of here. But first we'll say, what part do you play in the Iron Hand Gnomes?
I am more than a part. I am its oil and gears. I am its purpose, its leader. We are inventors of the highest order, matched, perhaps, but never surpassed by the Gondians at the High House of Wonders. But our forebears were foolish, complicit with Saravok's madness over a century past. And so, we were banished. We still are to this day.
Saravok, the Ballspawn?
The very one. It's the only mistake the Iron Hand Gnomes ever made. And it cost us everything. I have fought tooth and nail to restore our reputation. Particularly against the Gondian detractors who live in glass houses. Our return to Baldur's Gate will usher in a new era for the Iron Hand Gnomes. The realm deserves the benefit of our genius.
What will you do when you get out of here?
I have plans in Baldur's Gate. The work of many years' labor that will finally bear fruit. You should look for me once we're in the city. The name Wolbrin Bongle will be mentioned among many. I've little doubt.
Care to elaborate on these plans?
That's Iron Hand Gnome business.
You recall stories of the Iron Hand Gnomes, a talented group of inventors who were banished from Baldur's Gate.
I'll leave you to your own devices.
Appreciate it.
One lost soldier among thousands.
The towers were here. Soot, sulfur, limestone, dusted all over. Signature.
Ketheric's forces are infiltrating this place. You've got to take the fight to them.
Oh, you made it. Well done.
I'm glad you're
As
all
if there
right.
was any doubt. Now, was there something else?
The quest didn't end, so let's say you're not going to thank me for saving your life.
Did I not already? How remiss of me. Here. That should cover your services.
I'll leave you to your own devices.
Appreciate it.
And that completes the quest.
Ketheric's dead.
We weren't exactly on holiday, Roland.
Yeah, so we were not able to complete the quest before triggering that. Honestly, I didn't care about the gold so much, but yeah, still.
Good. We'll leave soon. We don't want any surprises.
Let's go talk with Zevlor and then
Yes, Mom.
Jaheira, because I don't know who we're supposed to talk to about the tieflings getting back other than Jaheira.
Did you enjoy relaxing here while I battled that wretched darkness? What were you thinking?
I'm sorry, we got captured by murderous lunatics.
I thought you were dead, you ass! Both of you!
We're all safe, Roland. That's what matters.
We'll say, Roland was in a bad state without you two.
I was just overwhelmed. Doesn't matter.
I'm sorry. We should have been here.
No, it's not your fault. I shouldn't have shouted. I'm sorry.
Thank you for saving me. And the two idiots.
Don't mention it.
Humble too? Imagine that.
He has no cause to be humble. He's brought us back together. A task I failed miserably at. You went out of your way to help us. It's only right you get something in return. Here. I hope it helps.
Wow, Rowan paid us a small fortune, man. And so we completed Rescue the Tieflings as well. So, next we'll just talk with Jaheira, and then we'll go long rest and tell Ariel that her parents are dead. I don't know if you can save them or not, but I messed it up if we could, and I don't care about going back for now, so, yeah.
The Absolute's claws have dug deep.
His death was surely a great blow.
The shadows haven't consumed you. Good.
Let's leave for now. And so let's long rest now. Let's talk with everybody at the camp.
Soldier?
Nothing new from Carla. How about Lae'zel?
Greetings.
I like doing this from time to time just in case any of them do have anything interesting to say.
Yes.
Nothing interesting here. I don't think anybody else has anything either, so let's just rest. Oh, someone in the camp still wishes to speak with us. Oh, okay. Let's save, because I don't know what this entails. Yeah, what are the chances, you know? The time I'm ready to go to bed, someone does actually want to speak to us.
Huh. So, that's what people mean when they talk about butterflies in their stomach. Did you want something?
Not for now. Gale.
Good evening. I'm here on behalf of Gale of Waterdeep. He wishes to extend you an invitation for a private conversation in a more suitable locale.
Let's say, on behalf of Gale, you're not Gale?
You are speaking to a mere projection of Gale. His appearance, his voice, and a certain measure of his personality, reconstituted in this case to play as emissary and usher. Would you care to join him? What little I could glean from the portion of his mind that is open to me, it is a matter most urgent.
Very well. Show me the way.
Gladly. Simply follow yonder path, and soon you will find him.
I love this time of night. There's an almost reverent silence that accompanies the peak of darkness, when you'd almost believe the dawn will never break. The cradle of eternity. The timelessness of lovers. That most beautiful of fantasies.
Let's say, it's breathtaking, Gale, as this starry sky you're doing. Or we could say, you seem especially philosophical this evening, are you alright? Or we could say, why did you summon me here? Or we could say, I'm afraid all of this is just a fantasy. Let's say the fourth one, because Rockshield is straight and he doesn't want anything with Gil. So let's say the fourth one. I'm afraid all of this is just a fantasy.
So it is. But a very fine one. This may be my last night alive. I wanted it to be under a canopy of beauty and wonder. And with company to match. I thought this place might bring me peace. I thought it might make the weight of what I must do feel a little lighter. But I'm not so sure.
Is this truly what you want, to die for the promise of Mistress Forgiveness? Or, it's a heavy burden, yes, but one you're able for. Think of the good your sacrifice will do. Or you speak as if this affects you alone. How many will die if you unleash what's inside you? Or, are you not afraid? Or, I refuse to believe this is the end. We'll find another way, I promise. We'll pick the fifth one.
Thank you. But even if we do find another way, perhaps this is the right way. The end fate wishes for me. There is no point in running from the inevitable. Better to meet it on my own terms.
We could say, why are you so sure it's inevitable? We haven't even found this heart of the Absolute yet. Or, your terms, but others' lives. What about everyone else who will perish in your wake? Or, you sound sure in your course of action then. Or what we will say, which is, nothing is inevitable, not when we face it together. You don't have to die.
One moment with you could sate me for a lifetime, and prize the fear from my heart. I'm so very glad you came to share this with me. I know this is all unreal, but I created it for you. You must know that you're very special to me. If things were different, if we were home, I'd have taken time to do things properly, to say it all better. But time is short. I'm in love with you.
So we have to be mature about it. We just have to be mature, and Brockshield is heterosexual and he loves Shadowheart, so we're obviously not going to lean in for a kiss. We're not going to say, I'm in love with you too. Instead, we're going to say, I don't feel the same way, and that's what we have to do.
I see. Well, perhaps this is for the best. Should my time be short, you will not be wounded too deeply by my absence. Thank you for spending this time with me. I think I want to be alone now.
Oh, that potion did not go down well.
Alright, let's leave camp now.
I am neither dead nor undead, neither alive.
Oh wow, you have blood draw sickness. Until the next long rest, the affected entity has -1 to all dice rolls. Let's just long rest again, because we can just do that, because we have the supplies, so whatever. That could be like really bad in like so many situations, so no reason for us to have to subject ourselves to it.
Not before.
We're still alive, Bran.
Seems someone's been skimming our supplies. Is anyone keeping an eye on those children from Elturel?
Let's talk with
Maybe
Gale
not,
first.
Mom.
What does he have to say?
I was hoping to speak to you, as a matter of fact, about the night you were kind enough to keep this melancholy wizard company.
Go on.
I wanted to thank you. I was sinking into a dark place, but you reminded me there is still light in the world, if I should care to look for it. You may well have prevented me from doing something very rash in the near future. I count myself lucky to call you a friend.
Anytime, Gil.
Careful. May just take you up on that.
Okay, let's head up. So we just do not have to push to the blood draw sickness, so we can just long rest instead and avoid it. Astarion wants to talk with us. Let's go talk with him first.
The way she leered at me. The blood merchant. I can't get it out of my head. I did what I always did. I let her use me. Why does it feel different to all the other times then?
We could say, forget about it, it was worth it for the potion, or because you got to keep the reward rather than give it to your master, or what we will say, which is something wrong?
Yes. I think something is wrong. There's nothing more desirable in the world than a vampire, is there? Having been through all I have, you damn well are going to fight with what few assets the gods give you. But a part of me feels sick when I think about getting on my back for breadcrumbs again.
Let's say, oh, Astarion, I'm really sorry for making you do it.
All the promiscuous jibes paint a picture of someone who had relished the deed. You couldn't really have known. I had nothing at all for so long. Not even my body. That was owned by Cazador. To be sent out to tempt fools into his palace. I have bedded thousands of people. Half of them I barely remember. Most of them didn't even grant me temporary bliss. I thought it would be nothing at all to sell myself to that drow's fantasies. But the price was higher than I imagined. I don't want to do it again.
You can start anew now. Free.
I can stop using myself. Stop being used. It isn't worth the scars anymore.
I'm happy for Astarion. Let's go to bed. And the blood draw sickness goes away, which is nice.
No.
Let's leave camp.
The Drider doing the cost.
Oh, actually, I realized we actually do need to head back to camp to talk to Ariella and let her know about her parents.
His death was surely a great blow to the cult.
They gathered an entire army.
Arabella, I should say.
Hey, where's Mum and Pops?
Your parents are dead. I found their corpses.
No. No. I don't believe you.
I'm so sorry, Arabella.
It isn't true. It isn't. Get away from me. Go.
Soldier, realities of war brought to this fire. Lezao also. It's tough, man. It's tough. What are we supposed to say? So, good stuff. So once she's had some time to process the news, we'll return. This quest hasn't ended, so let's actually go and talk to those tieflings again.
Take a moment, Bran. Savor our victory over the Drider.
I'll celebrate when Ketheric's dead. Not before.
We're still alive, Bran. That's worth a cheer at the very least.
Perimeter's clear, Mom. Good. We'll leave soon. We don't want any surprises. Yes, Mom.
I'm not the best at showing it, but I love Cal and Roland to death. They're family. Thank you for bringing us back together.
Thank you. I never thought I'd see these two again. It's good to be back.
I've thanked you once already. Don't be greedy.
Okay, so I have no idea why the quest hasn't ended. Roland thanked us for saving his family. So the quest hasn't ended for some reason. I don't know why. Okay.
Yes, we wait. We're called to join.
Is it I'd here? I don't know. You can try.
They took them all. I couldn't stop them.
It does not appear that there is an obvious way to end that quest. Although it's not really like super meaningful. I mean, now that we have saved everybody, so it's all good. Now what we'll do from here is we will go fast travel to Moonrise, right? So we'll do that first. And what we'll do is I'll actually try and trigger a fight with the outer area. There's a wall before it gets to Ketheric on all three sides, so I think that if we trigger a fight on the outer area, we can actually wipe them all. And then we don't even have to think about it. And then we can still have like a normal conversation with Ketheric, so that may be the best thing to do. There are doors here. We can shut these doors. Right? We can shut the doors. And we can position Gale here. Can we jump up here? No. So we can position Gale here.
What am I
Shadowheart here.
No one stop me here.
Brock Shield on this side.
How much farther can I go?
Brock Shield on this side would be better. And then Lae'zel here. And we can just trigger the combat. And I think as long as Brock Shield doesn't get a killing blow, we don't get Oathbreaker. So he can still do damage, he just can't strike the killing blow. And we can trigger the fight against all these guys. So we can kill the outer sanctum, outer area, I'm pretty sure. So let's actually try.
Assume nothing. Violence isn't tolerated in the
attack. Alright, so now we can even activate a level 3 Divine Smite here. Unbelievable. And again. Then end the turn.
Rough tempest I will raise.
Okay, and Gale needs 17 damage to get a kill, right? So let's go ahead and get a level 4 magic missile. That ought to be enough. Excellent hit.
Fury.
Okay.
I am death.
They have Death Ward, so Lae'zel's abilities will be very valuable here. Oh, this guy's still alive. Big time hit. Shadowheart. Level 4 Guiding Bolt ought to do just fine here. Good hit. Brockshield should not actually do anything, because if he attacks them, I'm pretty sure we get a Oathbreaker, so don't attack Brockshield. Instead, let
Destroyer.
These guys do their thing. 4. 6.
Torment.
Okay.
Will ascend. Another parasite. Collect it. It might be useful.
And now before we advance on,
To live in more interesting times.
we just loot everything here because
Blackets will be done.
no concerns, so.
Still breathing.
I think Brockshield can
Despite everything.
So we'll save in an off slot here. So I think even after we kill these guys, it doesn't trigger any problem in the inner area, so no reason not to do that, I think.
Another step forward.
Yep. They're still neutral to us. Let's close the doors now. So I actually think we can trigger a fight in this area also, which is freaking incredible, because I think we can trigger a fight here and we can wipe all these people out, right? And we don't have to do like anything else. We just have to keep these doors shut here and try and like separate the areas little by little. So what we'll actually do is I want to go fight the guys over here because they have like nothing basically. So we can split the map here, right? So these guys in here and wall everything off and take the map.
All right, what now?
So is there a door here or is the door smashed? No. Okay, so you can at least close the door here, right? So, yeah.
But my magic. The path less traveled.
Have to keep pushing. Enough waiting. I crave blood.
Still alive. So that's progress.
Monster lives in this tower.
Okay. And we're gonna go ahead and start with this combat in next week's video. And so with that, I want to go ahead and say thank you for watching, and I hope you enjoyed. Please like, comment, and subscribe as it greatly helps the channel. Like to be with you all. Take care. Thanks again.